Let's Pretend time again with Uncle Bill and all the gang. So all aboard for a journey to the land of fairy tales.
Well, pretenders, it's story time, and here's Uncle Bill with the first act of today's story, The White Cat.
Once upon a time, in the enchanted land of Philanovia, an aging king had 3 devoted sons. One day he called them into the castle library. We find them now in deep conversation.
Oh, Father, why worry about it now?
My sons, the time has come when we must decide on which one of you is to be my successor to the throne. Oh, yes, we must decide.
Well, have you thought of a way, Father?
Well, Morton, I've been thinking. I know you'll all smile at me, but I pray you indulge the whim of an old man and hear me.
Of course, Father. Now, what is your plan?
Just this, Larry. As you know, I've always been a great lover of dogs. They are company for me when you 3 youngsters are hunting or off to your games. Therefore, here's my plan. I'll give you a year. Take the entire year, if you will, but at the end of that time, whoever brings me the most unusual dog shall be the next king. Now, what do you say?
Unusual. Well, brothers, this is a most unusual request, but I, for one, am for it. What about you?
Oh, you can count me in, Father.
That's a chance I wouldn't miss.
Very well, my sons. Make all preparations. And when all of you are ready, you will depart at the same time with your father's blessing. And may you find excitement and happiness on the high road of adventure.
That is strange. No one answers, yet there is someone here. Many people, I should say. Well, certainly I can't go on in this rain. Oh, here's a deer's foot on the door. I'll pull that.
Come in, King's son.
Well, gladly. Only, where are you? I see nothing but a pair of hands. And how did you know I am the king's son?
We know everything here, Prince Kenneth. Come in.
Thank you.
If you follow this emerald hall to the end, you will come to the coral room. There you will find your hostess awaiting you.
Thanks, but would you mind telling me where is the rest of you? I still see nothing but hands, even though it is light in here now.
Never mind, King's son. You will soon become used to that. Your hostess is waiting to greet you.
Thank you. This way. Thank you. Well, who spoke? I see no one. Well, hello, little white kitty. You're very pretty sitting there in that pink satin cushion. But I should like to meet my hostess.
I am your hostess, Prince Kenneth.
You are my hostess? A little white cat?
True. Won't you sit here?
Am I dreaming? First, I come to the most charming castle I've ever seen. The door is opened by hands. I see no one, but the hands lead me in. My name is already known, and then a beautiful little white cat speaks to me. Oh, no, I'm simply dreaming.
No, you're not, Prince Kenneth. Strange as it may seem to you.
Yes, Queen Blanchette?
Serve dinner at once.
Yes, Your Highness.
But how can all this be?
Oh, I can't tell you that. I only ask you to spend as much time with us as possible. We are very lonely here. We will do our best to make you happy, and I think you will not regret your visit.
Forgive me. I mean, how shall I address you?
You may call me Blanchette.
Very well. Thank you, Blanchette. I shall thoroughly enjoy spending a few days with you, if I may. Thank you for your gracious hospitality.
Yes, Queen Blanchette?
Serve the wine, please.
It is ready, Your Highness.
To you and your adventures, Prince Kenneth. And to the little dog you will take back to the king.
The dog? What dog?
Had you forgotten about the dog you were to find for your father, the king?
Ah, completely. But my next thought is, how did you know?
Oh, patience, Prince. In time, you will take all this for granted and not be puzzled by our modes and customs.
Yes, Queen?
Bring in the cat musicians, the dancers. Let the entertainment begin. Our guest must be happy while he's with us. Come, music and singing and gaiety. For Prince Kenneth, the king's son.
Trust me to remain my queen. Why?
So I could tell you, Count, that our first festive occasion, when Prince Kenneth returns, will be with you.
And again, thank you, dear lady. And goodbye, Prince Kenneth. Make it soon.
Thank you, Count. That shall be my first appointment when I return. Oh, little white cat, and all the time I've spent here as your guest. The festivities we have had tonight, I think, were the most delightful.
I'm glad you were happy, because it is your last night with us, at least for a while.
My last night? Why? What has happened? Why should it be the last night? Have I offended in some way?
Oh, of course not, Prince. But your year is up.
My year? Oh, no, it can't be. Time couldn't pass so rapidly.
But it has. And now you will just have time to meet your brothers and journey on to your father with the dog you were to bring him.
But, my little friend, I haven't found the dog. I haven't even looked for one.
There is no need.
Yes, Queen?
Thomas, bring me that box I told you to get.
I have it here, Your Majesty.
Oh, thank you, Thomas. That is all. Here, my prince. Do you see this box?
Yes, little white cat.
And in it, do you see this acorn?
Yes, lady cat.
Take it to your father. After your brothers have shown their prizes, then open this acorn and present it to the king.
Oh, little queen, you're joking.
I am not joking. Trust me, Prince. Be very, very careful of the acorn. It's very fragile. I shan't see you again before you leave. So, good night and farewell.
I thank you for the very happy year I've spent here.
We shall meet again. Now go, for you haven't a moment to lose.
Well, Morton, my son, I'm glad to see you.
I'm glad to be here, Father.
And you too, Larry.
Glad to be back, Father.
Welcome, Kenneth.
How are you, Father?
I can scarcely wait to see the result of your travels, my boys. Come, show us the gifts you've brought.
All right, Father.
I'm very anxious.
You, Morton, you're the eldest. You shall show me your dog first.
Very well, Father. I've brought him here in this hollowed-out pineapple because he was used to sleeping in it where I found him.
A dog small enough to sleep in a hollowed pineapple?
That's right.
Well, let me see him.
Yes, Father. Here he is.
Upon my word, you two boys will have to have a very rare prize to equal this cunning little fellow. Larry, you're next. Did you bring one in a hollowed pineapple, too?
Oh, no, Father. He would have been lost.
Lost?
I kept him here in my waistcoat pocket so that he'd be warm enough. And here he is.
These are priceless. Well, Kenneth, only a magician could hope to equal these two fragile little beauties. Your prize must be enormous rather than tiny. But I'll look at him anyway. Have him brought in.
I have him with me, Father.
Where?
Do you see this acorn?
Why, yes. What about it?
Listen.
Do you mean to say that there's a... Oh, no, I can't believe it.
Then be quiet and I will show you. I open the acorn so. And here on his little feathered pillow is your dog. Come along, Petite. Dance for your master.
Why, no bigger than an acorn seed and dancing on his hind legs for me. Well, my sons, there doesn't seem to be any doubt. I think this little fellow wins the prize. Then shall we publicly proclaim Kenneth as the next king?
No, Father. Give us another mission. Send us out again so that my brothers may have another chance. Wouldn't you like that, Morton and Larry?
Why not? I'm willing to go to abide by this decision.
And I.
All right, my sons. Spend a little time with me, and then you may have another year's adventure. And this time bring me, let me see. Bring me a strip of cloth of finest weaving. And he whose gift is the sheerest shall be the king.
Ah, this is a real challenge, brothers.
It is. Morton, I feel I shall be the winner.
Ah?
Kenneth may be a judge of dogs, but when it comes to weaving, I bow to no one. Morton, I'll wager your entire racing stable against this emerald ring that I win.
I'm at wager, Larry, but I'll take you up.
All right.
Then 1 month from today, your second adventure begins.
Uncle Bill will be back in a jiffy to tell you the rest of today's story. Right now, it's time for music.
Robin Hood, he cannot be found. Little John, has he gone to town? Robin Hood, tell me where he's been. In the wide countryside with his merry men. Little John, light the beacon light. Robin Hood will be home tonight. Did you ever hear about Old Man Persnickety? Old Man Persnickety ran down the lane with a pocket full of hominy and never lost a grain. Left foot, right foot, any foot at all. Sally lost her shoes and stockings going to the ball. Get up in the morning, sooner than soon. You can't see a thing but the stars and the moon. Left foot, right foot, any foot at all. Sally lost her shoes and stockings going to the ball. Old Man Persnickety, who was always sneezing, liked to sing this song. If you sneeze on Monday, you sneeze for danger. Sneeze on Tuesday, you'll kiss a stranger. Sneeze on Wednesday, you sneeze for a letter. Sneeze on Thursday for something better. Sneeze on Friday, you sneeze for sorrow. Sneeze on Saturday, joy tomorrow. Sneeze on Sunday, and lo and behold, sneeze all week and you're getting a cold. Old Man Persnickety's best friend is Obadiah. Obadiah jumped in the fire. The fire was hot, so he jumped in the pot. The pot was little, so he jumped in the kettle. The kettle was black, so he jumped in the crack. The crack was high, so he jumped in the sky. The sky was blue, so he jumped in a canoe. Canoe sprung weak, so he jumped in the creek. The creek was shallow, so he jumped in the tallow. The tallow was hard, so he jumped in the lard. The lard was soft, so he jumped in the loft. The loft was rotten, so he jumped in the cotton. The cotton was right, so he took off his shoes and stayed all night.
Here's Uncle Bill with Act Two of today's story.
Another year has passed. The sons of the king have once again been searching for adventure, while Morton and Larry search feverishly for the finest weaving that will win them the wager they made with each other. Prince Kenneth returns quickly to renew his friendship with the mysterious and beautiful White Cat. Once again, she knew his mission before he spoke of it, and at the end of his year's visit, gave him a mysterious little box and told him to present it to his father.
And so, my sons, again we are together after a year. I'm eager to see what weavings you have found in your journeys. Morton?
Yes, Father. Here is cloth woven in parquet.
Oh, it is beautiful indeed. And now, Larry, what have you to show?
This fine muslin, which will go through the eye of this small needle.
Its color is lovely, exquisite. And yes, it passes through the needle's eye easily. Looks as if Morton lost the wager you two made.
Certainly does, Father.
Well, Kenneth, what have you brought?
I have it here, Father, in this walnut.
Well, then open it.
What? Why?
Inside the walnut is a hazelnut. Oh, open that, Kenneth.
Yes, quickly. If you have cloth in there, we surely want to see it.
It must be inside this.
What's the matter?
The hazelnut contains a millet seed. Well, Kenneth, is this a joke of some kind?
Father, I think you must decide between Morton and me.
Wait. I'll open the millet seed. There.
Oh, it's lovely,
Kenneth.
I've never seen it.
Kenneth, this is beautiful. Look, Morton. Larry,
Yes.
in this tiny millet seed, there are yards of muslin. Look at the rich coloring and the patterns woven in it.
It is beautiful, Father. Oh, Morton, it would seem we both lost the wager.
Yes.
Kenneth, undoubtedly you win the right to rule our kingdom.
Yes, but I have no wish to take it.
My sons, out of these adventures, we've gained much knowledge of the outside world. Now, this muslin, for instance. Who would have dreamed such stuff could be woven? And now I've an idea. Spend a little time with me, and then begin your third and last adventure. A search for a gift for yourselves.
What would that be, Father?
All of you find whom you think is the most beautiful princess in all the world. Bring her back to me and accept my blessing. And the choice of the people as to which is the most beautiful shall be queen of the empire. Is it agreed?
Yes, certainly it is.
Then prepare for your journey. A year from today, we shall meet here in the throne room, each with his choice. God bless you, and may all of you find happiness.
Thank you, Father.
But it doesn't matter, Blanchette. I don't care about ruling the kingdom. I do care for you.
But look at me. A little white cat. You would give up a throne for me?
Yes, you have been my friend, the best one I ever had. I shall take you with me to my father and tell him you gave me the little dog which he loves, that the exquisite cloth was woven by your servants. Then I shall tell my brothers to divide the kingdom and rule together. And we shall come back here to your castle. I shall look after you and try to repay your kindness to me.
You are kind, Prince Kenneth. But I can't believe you could be happy with a white cat for your companion.
Oh, but I am. How it is that you can speak, I do not know. But until you're ready to tell me, I am content to wait.
Very well, then, Prince.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Order the golden chariot, the 12 snow-white horses with their diamond trappings.
Yes, Your Highness.
We must start at once if we are to keep the appointment with your father as you agreed.
Then you'll come with me to my father.
Yes, Prince. But when we arrive, you must do exactly as I say.
On my oath, I promise.
Then come, for you've made me very, very happy.
Morton, your bride is indeed lovely.
Isn't she, Father?
Thank you, Your Majesty.
And yours, Larry.
Thank you, Father.
How do you do, dear princess? We welcome you to our court.
Thank you, sire.
Well, Kenneth, where's your bride?
I have no bride, Father. Only this little white cat.
Well, Kenneth, this is indeed a surprise. Each year you've managed to bring the gift that has been judged the best. But this time you present us with a little white cat, who is charming, I grant you, but you started out to look for a beautiful princess. What in heaven's name has made you come back with just a little cat?
It must seem very strange to you, Father. But this little cat has been my friend when I most needed one. I do not expect to rule the kingdom. I only wanted to bring her here to explain to you, and then to say goodbye. For I'm going back to her country and look after her forever.
Wait a minute.
Oh, Kenneth, this is absurd. You'll do nothing of the kind. Now, if you want the cat, all right, keep her here, but certainly you'll not leave us to go heaven knows where just to look after a little white kitten.
But I will. I'm sorry, Father. This is the first time I have ever disobeyed you. But I mean what I say.
Kenneth, please, listen to me.
What do I hear?
Yes, Blanchette? What is it? Oh, please listen, Father.
Remember your promise to me. You will do as I say.
Yes, Blanchette. What do you want me to do?
Take your sword and cut off my head.
What? Blanchette.
Do as I say. I hold you to your promise.
Blanchette, I can't do this thing. I can't.
You must. I command you to.
This is the saddest day of my life, Blanchette. And a poor way to express my gratitude. I cannot bear to hurt you.
I hold you to your promise. Obey me, please.
Very well. Farewell, my little friend. I shall never forget you. What do I see before me?
You're the most beautiful woman in all the world. Who are you? Where did you come from?
Thank you, Kenneth. You have released me from my enchantment.
What is she talking about?
What did you say?
Years ago, the wicked magicians were angry with me because I wouldn't marry the king of the dwarfs. They changed me into the cat you knew. Changed all my court into cats. Or the people with the invisible bodies whose hands served you.
I can't believe it.
It is true. Kenneth, your love for me has broken the spell. And once more I am a princess, and a very happy one, because you're so tender and so true.
Well, Kenneth, once more you have won. Beyond all doubt, the kingdom is yours.
But, Your Majesty, I have a kingdom of my own. If Kenneth will, he shall be my king and rule with me. And your other sons may follow in your reign.
If I will. Oh, Blanchette, will you do me the honor to marry me?
Yes, Kenneth. For I have loved you always.
My blessings on you both. And may you live happily ever after.
That winds up the yarn today, pretenders. Wasn't it a swell story? Well, we just have time for a musical number, and here it is.
I've got a friend who's big and round, and oh so jolly, gee whiz. Lend me your ear and you will hear just who this fellow is. He's Punky Punkin, the happy pumpkin, happy all the day. And his great big smile will scare your cares away. Punky Punkin, the happy pumpkin, never wears a frown. You can see that he's cut out to be a clown. The candlelight inside him makes his eyes light up and gleam. They shine right through the window at you for a happy Halloween. Punky Punkin's a happy pumpkin, and do you know why? 'Cause he's a jack-o'-lantern instead of being a pumpkin pie.
The candlelight inside him makes his eyes light up and gleam. They shine right through the window at you for a happy Halloween. Punky Punkin's a happy pumpkin, and do you know why? 'Cause he's a jack-o'-lantern instead of being a pumpkin pie. Punky Punkin, the happy pumpkin, happy all the day.
And his great big smile will scare your cares away.
Punky Punkin, the happy pumpkin, never wears a frown.
You can see that he's cut out to be a clown. The candlelight inside him makes his eyes light up and gleam.
They shine right through the window at you for a happy Halloween. Punky Punkin's a happy pumpkin, and do you know why? 'Cause he's a jack-o'-lantern instead of being a pumpkin pie.
Well, pretenders, time's up for today. But we'll be back next week with Uncle Bill and all the gang and another story just for you. Oh, yes, there'll be special music, too. So be sure to join our cruise of the airwaves, the land of Let's Pretend, next week at this same time. Don Thompson speaking. This is the United States Armed Forces Radio Service.